Good evening, senior capstone class of 2020. My name is Joel Leviton, and I just wanted to just briefly say, that I, why I think I'd be good as a researcher for Congress, and why I'd want to do that. Well, first, being a researcher for Congress is probably it's a very important, essential job, because it really, as being a history major, history, learning history, and talking about history is something that I love to do, and I believe that, you know, as a researcher for a Congress, especially I think, for Congress for the congressman for Florida. I'd be the eyes and ears of the congressman, and it's our job as historians to keep history alive and to make sure that we never forget the important events that happened, in the past, and that includes both the good things and the bad things about history. Um, the atrocities that occurred, in the past, with World War II, and Adolf Hitler, things like that. It's was a terrible time, but it's very important to remember that time. And like I said, being as history major is something I love to do, and I think that it would be, I'd be very thorough researcher, history researcher for Congress, because I believe that my fellow congressman would, he would really depend on me to make sure that our history is accurate. If he's doing if he's doing some kind of segment on a history, certain event in history, he's that congressman's really going to rely on me as a researcher to make sure that all the details, and all the facts are correct. As a history major, that's something that's extremely important. Um, it's so essential for us as history majors to make sure that we're getting it right. We just can't put out information there that isn't accurate or correct. Um, you know, Being a history major, it's one of those those things. It's one of those careers that is it really makes a difference in people's lives, and it really makes a difference in in the American people's lives, um, because as a history major, we know what the important the important facts are about about what's going on, and it's just something that we can't, we can't. It's not something that we can uh, go easy on. Being a history major is it's a critical thing for us. It's a critical career for America. We can't, we can never forget what happened in the past, and I believe that as a researcher my my fellow congressmen or congresswoman. I feel that I'd be a great uh, benefit for them to have me on their team, um, because I'm so thorough when it comes to history. I want to know the exact details. I want to know the facts. I always check my facts. I cross check my facts, double check, triple check. You know it. If there's one person, if there's one person um, in the history community that takes history very seriously, it's myself, and it's something that we have to, as historians, we have to take it very seriously. We can't just we just can't take it with a grain of salt. I mean, as the saying is, we can't just say, well, it's history's not that big of a deal. And um, for me, I'd give 110% when it comes to making sure that that the history, the facts of history is as accurate as possible. So I feel that for the congressman or congresswoman, they'd be very I think they'd be blessed to have me on their team. I'm certainly not I'm not a super expert at history, but I feel that I'd be able to lend them my talents and my, if given the opportunity, I think that they would really see how truly much I do love history. And I want our youth, our younger generation, I want them to know and learn, and I want them to know what happened in the past, and why certain events are important today. Because we certainly don't want to repeat any of our mistakes in the past. So, but that's why I feel that I would be a really great asset to the congressman as a history researcher, just because I like to research thoroughly, and make sure everything is accurate. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to watching everyone else's videos, and to seeing what everyone else is idea of being a why their congressman would want them to be, why they don't want to be a researcher for their congressman or congresswoman. So I'm really excited about this discussion board. Everyone have a blessed night, and I look forward to watching everyone's videos. All right, thank you very much, and have a great night.